Welcome to the Ladies Dressing Room. Today we are talking all about dressing for our body today. That's right. I'm going to tell you that you need to buy the dress. Do not wait. Beauty does not wait. Beauty is passing. So what better day than today to wear your best, to be your best, and to enjoy the beauty that there is to enjoy today. So one of the things that I hear so often is that you will wait until you've lost the weight or until you've done this or done that to get yourself a new wardrobe. I think that that is a great goal, okay? Hear me out. I think that that can be something that would be wise in a way, but not always. I understand not wanting to pour a lot of money into a wardrobe every time that your size fluctuates. I've done it many times, especially with how my weight has just been going up over the years. If you have been with me since the beginning, you have seen me in all of my transformations from when I began to where I am today. And there is quite a range there of weight that I have gained. And I was asked, how do I embrace the body that I have today and want to dress it beautifully? And that's what I want to really encourage you on and encourage you with today. That we all have, our ideal body, whatever, we want to do for health purposes, things like that. And I'm not here to discuss, proper weight or nutrition or anything like that, or what you should be doing, except for how you should be dressing yourself. That's what we will cover today. I believe that you are deserving of dressing your body beautifully every single day, no matter your size. I think that we should all be very health conscious and, listen to our doctors, and that's a whole other subject, which is not what this channel is about, nor what it covers. But I do mention things from time to time about how I've grown out of things, or just certain things don't fit me anymore. What I used to wear, I can't wear all the time now or at all. And I have a special place for those items that maybe one day I will be able to, but realistically, I don't know if I will ever fit into that again. And I don't want to wait to feel beautiful for when I'm a specific size or can fit into something that maybe I once could. Our bodies change over time, and to accept that, not that one shouldn't do anything about their body. That's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying that where you are today is still deserving of your best. So maybe things have changed in your life. And I can go down a whole list of different things, which we really don't need to get into, but I just really want to encourage you in this area where you may feel like you are undeserving of beauty. Everyone deserves to have beauty in their life, to present themselves beautifully, to feel beautiful, and I want you to feel beautiful. So whatever that means for you, that should be what you will do and what you invest the money in. Buy the dress, okay? Please buy the dress. If there is a dress that fits you right now, don't buy a size that you think you may fit into a month from now, 2 months from now. Buy the dress, if you go dress shopping, that you try on and it fits you right now, without thought about what it will look like a month from now if you have other goals. If that actually comes about, then you can always take that dress, if you love it so much, to a tailor. But here's the thing that I've learned, and actually one of the reasons why I am not so opposed to what many call fast fashion this day and age, because I think that part of it allows us to be able to dress beautifully in the season that we're currently in without thought about if we're going to be able to fit into it like 10 years from now. And we don't use a lot of the same things that women decades ago used to use to be able to squeeze into different things. Like, I'm not wearing a girdle, or, things have changed, right? And we want to feel comfortable in our clothing. We want to not only feel beautiful, but to feel comfortable. And that's something that should probably take priority, comfort. But you can still look beautiful and be comfortable. And with today's fabrics and all of the designs that are out there, it is possible. And I share so many dresses with you that one would consider to be fast fashion. Now, granted, I do really appreciate those designs and the dresses that are really well made, that will be timeless and stand the test of time and whatnot, and well constructed. I really do appreciate that. But I also know that that is not everyone's price point. And I also know that with how frequently I've been changing sizes, or can fit into this or can't fit into that, regardless of what the size says, that it just makes more sense to me right now to not try to, overhaul my wardrobe to be something that is so real expensive. And now, granted, if I acquire a lot of dresses, that's spending a lot of money too, okay? But I'm one that does appreciate variety, and I really do love dress shopping and looking at different designs and trying different things out. But I kind of look at that as my job too. And it is my job. That's what I've made my job, because I love it so much and I love sharing it with you. And I really do appreciate sharing these different styles with you. But not only that, also that you can shop these pretty discounted stores like Ross, for instance, or TJ Maxx, and you can create a wardrobe that is relatively inexpensive in comparison to some of these other, high-end fashion or high-end wardrobes that you see so many promoting. And I think that there's a place for that, and there's definitely a place for quality. I, one day hopefully can just have really quality pieces and whatnot. But anyway, back to sharing with you that it is completely possible to feel beautiful every day, to dress beautifully every day, to have a wardrobe full of dresses, especially inexpensive ones, and just make sure that whatever you are purchasing is within your budget. But don't hold yourself back just because you may not be the size that you hope to be, or that you wish you were, or that you are going to be in the future. And that to me is like waiting to use your good china for a special occasion instead of using it every day. So use your dresses every day, wear those dresses, buy the dress. And then if things change, guess what? Sometimes when our bodies change, the composition changes, which means that the cuts that fit us and that looked good on us when we were one size will not look good on us when we're another size, and that's okay. And that's part of life. That is what I'm finding. It's part of life. The season of life that I'm in right now requires different stuff. What am I trying to say? It requires different cuts, different styles, different patterns, all of it. Different colors. When we age, we may age out of certain colors. We may, meaning our color I don't know if the color season would change, but I've heard that it can, especially if you go all gray or, you know, just things fade or whatever. You know, certain colors that you were able to wear in the past, you wouldn't be able to wear. And that's okay too. And then you get to enjoy figuring out what will look best on you. So enjoy the season that you're in right now. Buy the dress. Which brings me to today's dress of the day, which is by A New Day. Finally, I find a dress at Target that it really does check all the boxes except for one. The one box is that it's pretty low cut, and this style I can't wear without wearing something underneath, which of course I opt for a slip, and definitely the slip that I purchased from Amazon, that champagne color one, which to me is a very light powder pink. But this one is a linen blend, or is it linen? It's a rayon blend, not linen, I'm sorry. Rayon, and I will put all the specs down here. It flows beautifully. The cut of it is just superb, and the way that I feel like this is the cut for the body that I'm in today. And it just highlights my features well. I feel that the back, you know how sometimes they get a little too snug where you can't move without showing every crease. Yes, our back fat. That is something that I feel, and by the way, there are bras out there that minimize that, but I really love the bra that I am wearing and the one that I've purchased for every day of the week. So I'm not changing that, but this dress really conceals it nicely, I would say. And also, the floral print is just beautiful. I love the size of it, the coloring, all of it. The color combination, it's so pretty to me. The sleeves, when I first tried this on, the only size that they had at Target, and it was the only one there, was a size large. And I tried it on and it just fit really weird up in the top. It was a little too baggy in the waist area. And it just didn't, I knew that if I went down one size, it would fit beautifully. And I decided to order it online, and it came today. So I had to share this dress with you today. I thought that it wouldn't come until next month, but I am so happy that it came today to share with you and to include in a dress a day in May. So anyway, the sleeves, after ironing them, I think that they hang beautifully. I was considering having my daughter alter them a bit, just taking a little bit off the end, but I actually like it just the way that it is. It's this longer length, so I believe it's considered a midi dress, but it's really between midi and maxi. Maybe they could call that T length, so that is what I would consider that to be. And it just is so comfortable. I don't have to worry about anything aside from making sure that I'm wearing a slip under it. But it has pockets in it. It's just an amazing dress, and especially for my body today, this is the one that I think takes the cake. Now you can tell me in the comments below if you think that it's not the right cut for me, but it also has space for the bust, which is something I appreciate. I do feel like there's just a tad bit too much fabric kind of hanging on the chest area, so it doesn't lay as nicely, but that could also be because it's cut for maybe someone with a smaller bust. I don't know, but I just was thinking about that. I don't think that I would have any more alterations made to it, but if I did, that would probably be something that I would have my daughter do. But it's a dress that to me is a win, and one that was a little bit more expensive than I usually spend, especially on the dresses that I purchase from TJ Maxx or Ross, but it was worth it to me, and I decided to buy the dress. The ladies' dressing room I'm sharing with you today comes from Pamela. She said, I wanted to let you know how you have inspired me to fine-tune my closet area. So here is photo number 1 and 2, kind of show the organizational impact with the floral boxes, the lamp, the white shelf, and blue box at the top, along with some of my mementos that I have always seemed to keep in my closet. Also the fabric bins at the top for my sheets, blankets, and some seasonal items. And then photo number 4 is a vertical view of number 1. Photo number 5 is freshened up with her ceiling lighting. She is enjoying fine-tuning things along the way. Pamela, I love how functional your closet is. You have so much storage space, as well as all of these bins that you have added really do make the space seem so much bigger, especially because it's like everything isn't jam-packed in here. You have room and space for things to be spread out if you want to, or just put things in different areas that you would like to. And that really does make a difference, especially when it comes to organizing. Just making sure that the space is functional for you. And I love that you added this little lamp in here, as well as all of the little things to kind of decorate the space and to have a space that's functional yet beautiful and serves you well. So thank you so much for sharing all of these different angles with us. I think that you've done a really beautiful job, and that light fixture that you have added really does illuminate the space well. And I think that that's really important when it comes to a dressing room and just making sure that you can see everything. But at the same time, with your little lamp in there, that adds a sense of ambiance to the space that I feel personally when I walk into a space that just has that beautiful lighting, that it makes it so much cozier to go into. You look forward to going in there, and you've done a really great job with your organization. Thank you so much, Pamela, for sending in those pictures and giving us all a look at your beautiful dressing room. It really means a lot to me, and if you have yet to share your dressing room with us or your dressing space, I hope that you will. You can email me at inspiredbynikkiyt@gmail.com, and please read my description box for anything and everything that you would need to be able to submit that. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I really hope that something inspired you in some way and that you will choose beauty every day.